Hello and welcome to another video of mine. This is going to be the Panthoseeyeshadows update, and again, as always, I will link down the details of Alexi, who I think is the one that created this project, down in the description box, so go check her out. And for the way I'm doing this, I am always working on 6 shadows at a time. I am not working on black eyeshadows. I am not working on like 2 shadows with the same color, like duplicate shades. And I'm not working on glitters. And I am already rolling in backup shadows when I think I will hit my goal on one of the 6 shadows. But you are going to see that. This time around I only have one eyeshadow that I hit my usage goal on. Oh yeah, my usage goal. I want to use all of my eyeshadows either 30 times or hit pan on them. That's my goal. And if I reach either my usage goal or I hit pan on the shadow, I am going to roll it out and roll in a new one. So the first shadow I was working on was the one that's been in here the longest, and that's also the one I am going to roll out. I'm going to show it to you right now. It comes from my Sigma Corderosa palette. And it is this shadow called Sun Sprite. I did reach my usage goal and used it 30 times now. I used it 9 more times the last month to get to the 30 uses. So I am able to roll this one out this time. And this has quite a dip. Now I don't like the formula of this shimmer in this palette. There are different kind of shimmers in this palette, so this one is a different formula than these, I think. I think it's similar to this one. And I mean, the formula is okay, but it's just too sparkly for me, in my opinion, for my liking. And yeah, but I did use it 30 times now, so I am going to swatch it for you. And this palette is going to roll out. And the second shadow I thought I'm going to hit my goal on, but I did not. I'm far off. Is in this Wild Nothing palette from Colourpop. And it was this shadow called Coastline. I thought I'm going to be able to use it 11 more times because I only use this as a brow bone highlight and the inner corner highlight. But I did not, because I was focusing on this goldeny shade so much that I only did warm tone eye looks, or mostly did warm tone eye looks, and I didn't use a pinky cooler toned highlight. And yes, so I only did use it 3 times for a total of 22. So this is going to stay in here. Then the next shadow I was working on is this Tarte Chrome Paint in Top Yard. And I did use this 9 more times for a total of 25. And this is how it looks like now. So only 5 more times to go with this one. And honestly, this is an amazing formula. This is so stunning, and you just need a little tiny bit of it for it to be super impactful. So yes, I'm loving this right now. Then one of my single shadows that isn't in a compact is this Commission shade by Sydney Grace. I did use this 5 more times for a total of 15, and literally this doesn't look touched at all. This is insane. This is so highly pigmented, it's crazy. And yes, I'm loving this as well. Then the next shadow I was working on was out of this ABH Modern Renaissance palette. And because I was trying to use this one as often as possible, I did use this quite a lot, because this is also a warm tone shadow that has been in here, and it was this one called Burnt Orange. I did use it 12 more times for a total of 19. So this is staying still in here. And the last of the 6 shadows is also a single shadow in my collection, and it is this one by Colored Rain, and this is called Happy Days. I did use this 6 times the last month for a total of 6, because I only used it the last month. So this is obviously staying as well. So this has been my color story the last month, and I'm going to insert it right here as well. And yes, as I already told you, I thought I would also hit my goal on this Coastline shade. So back at the last update, I rolled in 2 backup shadows. That's something I'm doing. I'm rolling in backup shadows when I think I will hit my goal on 1 or more shadows, because then I can already start working on those when I hit my goal on them, or the other ones. And for the Sigma Cauda Rosa, I did roll in 1 backup shadow already, and that's the one I'm going to show you now. So the first backup shadow I rolled in the last time was out of this Pumpkin Spice palette by Too Faced. And it was this shadow, Oh My God, I don't know how to pronounce it. And well, I told you I am rolling these in to already be able to work on them, and I did not work on this one. So there's 0 uses on this one. So this is my new color story. These are the 6 shadows I'm going to work on from now on. And this is super cohesive. I think this is a lovely color story. It's like I chose them by myself to fit to one another. And yes, I'm happy that I have this easy color story and also that many shimmers, because I love my shimmers, as I already say or always say in my videos. And yes, as I told you, I thought I'm going to hit my goal on this one as well. So I already rolled in a backup shadow, another one after this one, and I'm going to show it to you now. The second backup shadow I rolled in the last time was out of this Sleek Grounded palette, and it was this shadow in the corner here. And I did already use this twice. So this has been used twice. Even though I'm not rolling it in as one of my 6 shadows, I'm still going to keep this as my backup shadow. So I'm going to swatch it and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. So this one by Sleek I'm keeping in as my backup shadow for this Coastline shadow by Colourpop, because I am at 22 uses with this one, so only 8 more uses to go, which I think I really am going to do this month. So I am already able to work on this one, and let's look at all the other colors if I think I am going to reach my goal on another one. That's what I usually do. I am looking at these shadows and thinking if I am reaching my goal on one of these, and I think yes, I'm quite sure I'm going to reach my goal on the Tarte Top Yard shadow as well, because I am at 25 uses with this one, so only 5 more uses to go, which I'm going to be able to do quite fast because I just love this shade. So I am going to roll in a second backup shadow, and for my backup shadows I'm always rolling in the first one with the Wheel of Names, and I pre-recorded this already, so I'm going to show you the result now. So as you were able to see, the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette got chosen, and this is a palette I think I only used once before, and I'm super happy that I rolled this in. And also why I'm doing the Wheel of Names. I am doing the Wheel of Names for one shadow. For the first shadow I'm rolling in each time, because I want to be able to have each palette out of my collection in this project at least once, and not always rolling in the same palettes. And that's why I wrote down all my palettes in the Wheel of Names, and when, for example, this one gets chosen, and then I am going to remove this palette out of the wheel, so the next time only the palettes that haven't been in here are eligible to roll in for the first shadow. So yes, anyway, let's look at this palette. This is how it looks like, and there are 16 shadows in here. So let's choose the shadow I am going to work on from now on, or like I am going to roll in as a backup shadow. I have the numbers 1 to 16 written on papers here, and I'm just going to choose one paper. And it's the number 5. So let's see what's the 5th shadow in here. So the 5th shadow in here is this one called Sugared. Again, I'm going to swatch it. I have no experience with these shades, how they are performing and stuff, so we will see. I cannot say anything about this so far. So there you go. This is my color story right now, and these are the 2 backup shadows, because I think I will reach my goal on these 2, and I think after I'm going to roll out these 2 and roll in these 2, that's still quite a cohesive color story then. But yes, I'm happy with my roll-ins, and I'm happy to work on these shadows still. And yes, I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this update. Let me know if you're doing the Panthoseeyeshadows eyeshadows as well, because then I'm going to check your video or your post out. And other than that, I hope you have a very nice day. Bye!